What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day. Now, for those who don't know, Call of Duty actually went ahead and put out a 7-minute campaign reveal over on their channel. Now, I wanted to go ahead and put it on this video right here, but I'm not going to go ahead and risk it for some strange reason. All of these companies are just coming at my neck when it comes to using different trailers from YouTube. It's not even like it's behind the scenes or leaked information or anything. It's like official footage that they put out for everybody to see. But, you know, whatever. Even when I don't use audio and I just have my commentary over the back, it's still not allowed. So instead, I'm just going to show you some Modern Warfare 2 gameplay as usual. Nothing wrong with that, right? This game is absolutely goated and probably one of the best games in the whole franchise, minus all of the, really obnoxious cheese, like One Man Army Pro with noob tubes, all of that ridiculous cheese. I don't have to even go ahead and describe in detail. I'm pretty positive everybody knows what happened in Modern Warfare 2. But like I said, if you guys want to go ahead, make sure you check out that gameplay. It's 7 minutes long on the official Call of Duty page. And if you already saw it, that's perfect, because like I said, today's video is going to be all opinion based. I want you guys to go down in the comment section and leave your opinions down below there as well for what you guys think of the personal game. But again, I have to just go ahead and say it. I am impressed with the work that Infinity Ward is putting out for the campaign side of things when it comes to Modern Warfare 2. Now, this video has absolutely nothing to do with multiplayer, because when it comes to that side of things, I am going to be very cautious. For those who are a little new to the channel, or if you came from the Battlefield side of things, I am a very hardcore Call of Duty guy. I've been playing since Call of Duty 2, the original. I love this franchise to absolute death. And I've been pretty disappointed with how they've been handling this franchise as well over the past recent years. Instead of focusing on what made Call of Duty popular in the first place, all they make these games for is a Warzone. Both Black Ops Cold War and Vanguard were literally Warzone DLCs. They introduced those games to add weapons, add content, and, just basically add a reason to go ahead and grind out stuff for Warzone. Each one of them truly lacked an identity. I mean, let's be honest here, Black Ops Cold War wasn't even Treyarch's main title. Sledgehammer Games, that was their game. They got fired from that product, and Treyarch had to come in and save the day on that game. And then Sledgehammer Games comes back after being fired to make Vanguard as a placeholder to give Modern Warfare 2 an extra year of development. So, yeah, you can kind of understand why I'm a little skeptical when it comes to the multiplayer side of things. And I'm going to keep it that way until I get hands-on, and at least maybe a month or two after launch to really dig my teeth into it and see if it's a true good game or not. I feel like I go ahead and judge stuff a little too quickly. I'll play it like one match and I'll have a good game. I'm like, wow, that was actually really fun. Now I'm giving it a couple months, man. We're going to let that sucker settle in. I'm going to grind up a ton of levels. I'm going to try to unlock all the weapons. I'm going to let the cheese settle in. I'm going to let the sweat lord settle in. And we're going to see how the overall experience is going to turn out. My personal opinion, I think skill-based matchmaking is going to ruin the whole multiplayer side of things. But only time will tell. But when it comes to the fundamentals of Modern Warfare 2, the building blocks of this game, I'm going to be honest with you guys, I really like what I saw in that gameplay reveal. I'm an Infinity Ward fanboy, and I'm a fanboy for one exact reason. Their more tactical, I don't want to say realistic approach to Call of Duty titles, but when you have to compare Infinity Ward over to Treyarch, the main reason why I love Call of Duty is for this exact reason. Each development team has their own style. Treyarch has always been extremely fast-paced, very arcadey. I mean, you look back at games like Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3, Black Ops 4, all the Black Ops games, even World at War, they were all 10 times more fast-paced than games like Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3. All of the Modern Warfare franchise have been very tactical. Larger maps, a lot more thought processes on what you have to do, more angles, very fast time to kills, and, that's just been the Infinity Ward style. And Modern Warfare 2 pretty much took that and just, it's on crack at this point. Between the attention to detail on the animations, I mean, like I said, I saw this very early on from one of the homies, I probably way before alpha, and it looked phenomenal, but seeing it more polished off, it's just, it looks great. I mean, that was one of my favorite things about Modern Warfare 2019 was the attention to detail to pretty much everything across the board, whether it was the streaks, the noises of the weapons, your character, the actual animations of your reloads, all the way to things that are just going on in the environment. That is what Infinity Ward specializes in. You see, Treyarch specializes in just, strictly crazy good gameplay. Infinity Ward always specializes. They sacrifice gameplay a little bit, but they really do put a massive focus on attention to detail, and in my opinion, it usually pays off. I said it in the past, and I'll say it again, Modern Warfare 2019, in my opinion, would have been one of the most successful Call of Duty games ever if it wasn't for the horrible game design decisions they did behind the scenes from the very beginning. They screwed up the fundamentals from the start, and because of that, they were never really able to completely polish it off and make it a true Call of Duty game. If Modern Warfare 2 can take, the core Call of Duty vibes that Modern Warfare 2019 had, minus the horrible building blocks from the very beginning of constructing the game, if they could just polish that off and have a good foundation instead, it might actually be a decent experience. But again, I'm going to wait for multiplayer to actually release until, I actually dig deep into that type of information. And also, something that I'm extremely excited about is how the AI reacts to the environment. It is totally next level to any other AI I've seen in Call of Duty. And that is not just me, getting overhype or anything. Just watching how they react to every single situation, just to the environment, certain things happening, explosions, the ragdoll effects, how they react to the way that you approach a certain room, a situation. Some will even cower into corners and try to hide and pluck you up when, you enter the building. It's just, like I said, they actually think and they react. I mean, Rouse Valve actually leaked this out a little while ago, and I didn't really think it was going to be too serious because they never really took AI too seriously in Call of Duty games, rightfully so. The only AI that you really see is in Spec Ops or in Campaign. But I think that they did this because of the new DMZ mode. For anybody who doesn't know, DMZ is going to be the extraction type mode coming into Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. It's going to be something like Escape from Tarkov or Hunt Showdown. You go into the DMZ, you have to go ahead and find loot, or even, go for PvP, whatever you want, find stuff, extract, do quests to get XP, and basically the overall goal is to get currency, earn money by finding stuff in raid to sell out of raid, and build up your soldier that way to get even beefier, to kind of repeat the same process. But in extraction game modes, it's PvP and PvE, and nobody in the world wants boring AI when it comes to an extraction game mode. They have to be unique, they have to understand what's going on, and also with how this game is looking, with the tactical vibes that it has to offer, in DMZ, it's going to be phenomenal being able to breach and clear certain areas, certain buildings, and worrying about not only players, but the smart AI, lurking around and trying to catch you off guard in this overall, intense environment. Even the movement looks a little bit more traditional, which I personally enjoy as well. It's been an ongoing debate in the community whether they want to turn up the movement to just absolutely insane speeds like jetpack speeds, kind of like how Black Ops 4 did it. Black Ops 4 was like a boots-on-the-ground game, but it had the same exact pacing as a jetpack Call of Duty game. And people still want that experience and still say that that's the classic COD, when in reality, like I said, it's not. I mean, even some of the fastest old-school classic games like Black Ops 2, for example, still had angle-based, moments, just like in a game like Modern Warfare 2. That's just always been Call of Duty. Now, I have nothing wrong with the slide canceling, getting the extra movement speed and stuff like that, but I will say it cramps. It really does cramp. It feels so unnecessary, and I don't even do it, and I feel like I can still exceed in top leaderboards and stuff like that, but in a game where it's still viable and people do, take advantage of it, it feels kind of like a waste to not take advantage of it. So I'm always forcing myself to, adapt to different movement systems, regardless if it's, annoying or not. It's just a bad tendency of mine. And in Modern Warfare 2, it actually looks like it's pretty clean. The slide cancel is there. It's a little bit more slowed down. Apparently, there's going to be tac sprint in the game as well. And there's also going to be dolphin diving. Pretty much every single movement system is going to be combined into this game. Along with, it looks, like I said, a little bit slower of movement in general. I'll be honest, Modern Warfare 2 looks good. But, once again, like I always say on this channel, you have to be able to differentiate being, excited for something, and then thinking that what you see here is going to be the overall product. Yes, this might look outstanding, and I think it personally does look great. I like the way this looks, and I'm going to be excited to play the campaign regardless. But that doesn't mean the multiplayer experience will be any good. Everything I listed sounds good for a Spec Ops experience, campaign, DMZ extraction type modes, but will it work for Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer? It's still Call of Duty at the end of the day. And even though, like I said, some of these classic games like Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3 were still a little bit more angle-based, they had their campy moments, they were much more slow, it was still much more fast-paced than what we see nowadays with Infinity Ward trying to cook up. So what I really want to see next is just strictly multiplayer gameplay. I don't want to see a trailer. I don't want to see anything to hype me up. I don't want any of that. Release a 10, 15-minute gameplay, live gameplay, no cuts, no anything, from start to finish, of at least a semi-experienced player. I don't want to see someone who's completely cracked out, and I don't want to see, a bot like they had in the trailer. I don't know why in all these campaign trailers they always have the worst person on the sticks. Just, there's so many people who are so fluent. I've seen so many trailers with people who just, make it look so clean and smooth. Please, get some better people in charge here. But I want to see a half-decent player get some streaks, cook some sauce up, shoot some weapons off, try out some variety. I want to see the gameplay. That's what I want to see. Once I see that, then I'll be able to actually dig a little bit more deeper in and actually put together if, this new style of gameplay that we see in the campaign, these outstanding looking animations and all this good stuff, the good visuals, will transfer over nicely to the multiplayer side of things. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for checking out this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like. Bonus, I hate it, leave a dislike. Also, if you're brand new, enjoy the content, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button. Also, want to chat with me, this to do so. I have Twitter and Discord, both link down in the description. And also want to catch me live streams of video games, do over on Twitch, link that is in the description as well. But guys, thanks so much for tuning in. See you on the next one. Peace out.